Got a delivery here for Got a delivery here for Inspector Castillo. He's expecting it.
Sure, I'll take it. I'll give it to him. Thanks.
Considerate of you to let me oversleep again.
I was trying not to wake you. I thought you needed the rest.
When did this come?
You want some eggs Benedict?
When did this
No,
come?
now come on. You said you weren't going to read these. It was your day off.
I know, but I have to work today.
And because of that? What is it?
It's a gun.
I know that. I saw Steve Bassett's name on it when I looked.
Well, if you know what it is, then why are you asking me, Eden?
I just wanted to see if you told me voluntarily.
Well, it's police business, all right? Therefore, it's none of yours.
Mm-hmm. You said sweetly.
Look, I don't ask you what you're up to with Jack Lee all the time, do I?
Not up to anything.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, because you sure do spend a lot of time together doing it, whatever it isn't.
Well, this is a change. Thought I was supposed to be the one that's insecure and jealous all the time.
I'm every bit as insecure and jealous as you are. I just don't show it as much as you do, that's all.
You don't have to be jealous of Jack.
I better not have to. I trust you.
Me?
Babe, yeah.
Babe.
I don't trust him, though, just you.
Eric.
Hey, Eric, come on in, yeah? Thank you.
How are you? Well, where's Jack?
He couldn't make it. He asked me to handle it.
Actually, I asked Eric to stop by.
You asked Eric to come and you didn't tell me?
Yeah.
I think you better ask Cruz to explain. I'm just along for the ride today.
What is going on?
Well, Eric and I are going to take Ted down to the house in Ventura where Bassett was killed, and we're going to meet Christy and Julia there.
So what you were trying to do is reconstruct the crime. You want to catch them in the middle of a lie, is that it?
Something like that.
Cruz?
Yeah, something like that.
I think he has a right to not be put through something like this. He has suffered enough as it is.
Cruz feels that it's important.
Oh, wait a minute, Eric. As you know, my brother might be in a lot of trouble. Now, Jack Lee was on this case because he has a personal attachment to it. You are only Jack's associate.
I know what you're trying to say, Eden, but the fact is I am Jack's partner. And make no mistake about it. I work for Ted, not for Cruz, not for the DA.
Now, look, I don't want to offend you at all, but we hired Jack Lee because we wanted Jack Lee. We wanted his reputation, his knowledge, and his experience.
I understand, Eden. But the very fact that I'm here today is at Jack's insistence, because I happen to have even more experience in criminal law than he does. What you might not know is that I've been on top of this case from the very first day that Jack had it. Jack has relied on my expertise for 10 years successfully. And if you excuse me for saying so, in this area, I can't do that.
Now, what did you mean by wanting Lake in there for a reason?
Well, I know that Ted isn't going to be able to lie around her. That's been his big problem in this whole case is Lakin, and the fact that he can't tell her what's really going on. I intend to capitalize on that.
Don't you think that's a little underhanded?
No, I don't think it's underhanded. If he's telling the truth, there'll be no problem. The problem is going to be to get her to go along with it, which, maybe she will. I mean, she probably wants to know what went on in that house that night as much as the rest of us.
I'll tell you what I don't want. I don't want another repeat of what happened when you arrested my mother.
Now, Eden, that's out of my hands. I was doing my job then, and I'm doing my job now.
So what you're telling me is that I'm going to have to be the one to make the adjustment? You know what happened when I did that last time.
I'm sorry. How else can we deal with it? My job doesn't change. Now, I'd appreciate it you keep it in mind that I'm on Ted's side. Excuse me, there's Lake in there. I gotta talk to her. Can you handle this?
Yes.
Hey,
Hi.
can I bend your ear for a second?
Sure. What is it?
Well, You don't have to go along with this if you don't want to, you know?
I want to. I want to know the truth just as much as you do.
In other words, you don't think that Ted's been telling the truth?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, well, for whatever it's worth, if he is lying, I'm sure it's because he loves you, wants to protect you and keep you from becoming an accessory.
I don't think that's such a terrific way to show somebody you love them.
What are you doing here?
I'm one of your father's new nurses.
Who hired you?
Your stepmother, just a little while ago.
She had no right hiring anybody without consulting me first. Do you have any experience? What are your credentials?
I've been a nurse for 3 years. I've worked exclusively in IC units. Your stepmother has my full resume if you'd like to see it.
Yes, I would. How's my father doing?
He seems comfortable. There were no ill effects from the move, and his vital signs are steady.
I guess we have the machines to thank for that.
Yes, they're keeping him alive. But you know that.
Can I have a minute alone with my father, please?
Oh, of course. I'll be right outside if you need me.
I doubt if I will, but thank you. I know how you hate these artificial things keeping you alive. I know that's not what you wanted. But it's important that you be given a chance to recover. We need you so much. The whole family's in turmoil right now. I'm doing my best, I really am, to try to do everything right, but I need you. I need you to guide me. I promise you that the family will stick together and we'll get through this. No one will get in the way.
Emergency battery set up.
Yes, but what if you can't?
I can if I can find the connector. Is there a flashlight in here?
No, not that I know of. Mary, you can't let him die. You have to do something. I know what I said before earlier about him being better off, but I didn't mean it.
Mrs. Campbell, just go and sit down, all right? Let
But
me
you can't
deal
let
with
him
it.
die like this.
No,
Help him.
hold on. Is he all right?
I'm
Would you
afraid
tell me,
he'll die.
Doctor?
Just let me let you
Just let her do her job.
do something.
It's okay.
Is he all right? Okay? Mary?
He's fine. He's stabilized.
Thank God.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure he wasn't off the life support system long enough to make a difference. Boy, it's a good thing you have these emergency batteries, though. There's no telling how long the power's going to be off.
Well, at least you kept your head, Mary, which is a lot more than the rest of us do.
Well, he was so close. I was frightened.
Of course you were. It was a frightening moment, Mrs. Capwell.
I'm glad this didn't throw you, Marion. I want to apologize for being so critical of you earlier.
You don't have to apologize. Look at this. There's a flashlight right here.
Are you okay?
I was just thinking.
What?
It's all so incredible, isn't it?
What do you find so incredible?
The machines. It's awesome once you stop and think about it. They actually have the power to keep a man from dying.
Gina, wake up.
What's wrong? What happened?
What did you do? Did you pass out or something?
No, I'm just so exhausted from worrying about your father.
I imagine. Worrying about anybody must be exhausting for you.
Eden, did you wake me up to insult me?
No. I wanted to know who was on the phone.
What do you mean?
On the phone? Who called on the phone?
I didn't hear anything.
It rang 5 or 6 times. I was in the shower.
Well, I don't know who called. I was asleep, obviously.
You know, without Mason here to pull your strings, you don't do very well, do you? You're out of your depth. I think you're beginning to realize that.
You don't have to worry about me. I'll do just fine.
You will. What if Mason never comes back? Now, I don't think he will after what's happened, but what's going to happen to you, Gina?
I'll do what I said I'd do. I'm not leaving.
And you better live out this fantasy life real quick. Because when my father comes out of that coma, he's going to make sure that you and Mason are out of this house forever. That is, if Mason is foolish enough to come back.
Anyone with two eyes can tell. Cece's not going to recover.
Welcome home.
Hi. Well, it isn't the light of my life, and don't you look nice in that? You going to a party, or are you just coming from one?
Or maybe it's just started. Look, I made dinner.
Oh, that's beautiful, baby. Thanks.
So give me your coat. How'd everything go with Ted and Christy?
Not too well.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I took him through it. I wish there was some easier way of saying this, but there's no doubt in my mind that they're both lying.
No.
Yeah. I left Lakin there with Ted. She wanted one last chance to try to shake the truth out of him. I figured it couldn't hurt, you know. But I'll tell you, if that doesn't work, I'm washing my hands of it. I'm giving it to the DA, and he can take it from there.
Cruz.
Yeah. Deja vu, right? It's my only option. I had no choice.
Can't believe this.
Look, let's not talk about it now. Let's sit down and have a nice dinner. Who knows, maybe they can make it lucky.
I know in my heart he didn't do anything wrong. You know, Ted, he would never. It's Christy. If he's lying to protect her.
Even that's not going to make any difference in the eyes of the law.
I can't stand this.
Would you rather I hadn't told you? Should I have lied myself?
No, you know you can't do that. You don't practice what you preach. You can't judge anyone else, right?
That's right. I'm investigating. I didn't invent this situation. I warned Ted.
Just can't believe this.
Look, I don't want to talk about this. Let's just sit down, let the day off our backs, and have this nice dinner.
I'm not hungry.
Aiden, please don't.
Look, I know what's going to happen if you take this case to the DA. Now, I can't help what you have to do. And I certainly can't help the way I feel about you doing it.